He married my sister, now we're living together. Roommates in law.
Folks.
Hello, Tom.
Top of the morning, Tim.
We're doing what is this? This is a nooner.
It's noon, but I only woke up an hour and a half ago, so it is like.
Well then, good morning to you.
Thank you. I got an hour and a half left in my morning.
I know. I'm fresh out of the morning.
Oh yeah,
my fat ass got up early today.
Early afternoon for you.
I know.
Damn. So you're going by like traditional work.
I'm going by literal time right now.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Thanks for doing the pod on your lunch break.
I know. I had to sneak over here. I'm gonna take a big fat nap right after this, though. I can promise you that.
Oh man, I had one of the greatest naps of my life yesterday. Before I say that, I would like to say that we're not roommates.
Not even in-laws.
No, but we are
friends.
Good friends. God, I don't want to rebrand. I like doing that.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
Guys, should we not rebrand? Should we just do a better job of promoting it?
Yes. This is a marketing issue
I've been in my head all week.
The product is good.
Well, I've been also trying to think of podcast names all week, and it's like...
Every podcast name sucks.
It sucks so much.
Every single name sucks.
But the thing is, even the ones that I like, their name sucks.
Yes. Every single one.
Yeah.
They're all corny, because if you try to go clever, it's corny.
It's so lame.
What would we do?
I saw a Thai restaurant yesterday called Appetize.
I kind of love that.
But spelled, it's like APPE Thai, like THAI ZE. But that was one that I was like, that's good. It may be good on a menu.
Sure.
Appetizers.
Sure.
But like as the whole business
to
name,
get the sign, you paid $40,000 for that sign.
Also, it's just appetize. Like it's not appetizing.
So wait, do you guys do entrees in there or what?
Yeah, like. And it takes a second. When you see that visually, it's not great.
Well, also, you have to, like, when you're like, hey, let's all meet up at Appetizees. Everybody's like, this is going to suck.
It stinks.
This is not good.
Because it looks like Apathaze.
Yeah, not great. It's like that Seinfeld episode where they're talking about the mattress stores. And they all have the corny names. It's always like the Lumbar Yard.
Yep.
Or Back in Business.
Oh, damn. Lumbar Yard is good.
It's pretty clever, but it is corny.
It stinks.
See, I'd say we just stick with the roommates.
In law.
What
about just roommates?
But then everybody's
just a lie.
Just a full lie. Just brothers.
But again, I will say I have never been mad when people are like, "Oh, you guys are Tim's your brother-in-law, right?"
Yeah, and you're like, "Well, no."
No, but it's kind of fun that you think that.
It's
right?
fun because everyone thinks that.
All right, maybe we don't rebrand.
I think we just we got to hit the fucking clip button.
The what?
Clip.
Oh, okay.
Clip City. What the hell do you think I just said? Oh, the clit. No.
I was like, yeah.
You're like, well,
what?
But that's not on the pod. That's more of like a private life thing. Out of nowhere, I'm like, we gotta be flicking that bean, Tom. We're not eating this pussy. I don't know what the hell we're doing.
Clit and execute, dude. Like, yeah, all right.
God. That's reminds me of an embarrassing story I had over the weekend.
Would you like to tell it?
So I was in Boston doing the goose.
Speaking of Beantown,
damn.
Come on, you were over there flicking the Beantown.
Cheers, dude. I was over there licking on the bean in Boston.
Christ,
God, I know
dude.
that one was too far.
It's a family podcast.
But I mean, on the Thursday show, I'm excited to be back. These are shows and people I've gone back with probably 6 times. Probably my 6th time going back.
Sure. Yeah,
so,
you're kind of the godfather of that club.
I'm the only. I don't know why.
You've played there more times than anyone else combined, I think.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be back there in 2 weeks, folks.
They should have named something after you in there.
That's what I was telling them. I was like,
the bar.
You got to get the headshot wall.
Oh yeah, they don't.
Not yet. I mean, they've been open for 5 weeks.
But that's kind of like.
That's like a big deal.
Number one.
I know.
And you should get a big one. You know how in Zanies in Chicago they have like the 6 huge ones?
Yeah.
It's like Seinfeld and
that should be me. And then
it should be you a lot of times.
And it shouldn't be my headshot. It should be a portrait.
It should be like a drawn. I need
to sit for a portrait.
And maybe a few of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like one of me sitting for a portrait, and then one of me like on stage as a portrait. Where I'm like really riffing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Maybe destroying a heckler.
Just crazy, and you can see all the audience members doubled over.
Mm-hmm.
And this the date of it.
You can
like,
see a woman leaving her husband because you embarrassed him so hard.
yeah, but she's leaving him for me.
For you, yeah.
But then the bad news is I'm like, no, I'm already taken. So now she's just out in the
I'm
ocean.
taken, and I'm a good guy.
And I'm a good guy.
So now you're kind of screwed. I want the portrait to be able to illustrate all of that.
And I think a good enough artist could pull that off.
And then I want one with you in a throne on the stage with the mic like this and your foot up on the armrest of the throne.
Foot, that's not bad. Or do we want to go crazy with like, you want to do the one where it's like the...
Oh, you're hanging yourself with the mic? Or the mic
like
is
this,
the gun?
And it's like, yeah, the mic towards the gun is always a fun one.
Why did I do it with that hand too?
Also, why are we doing this? Is an audio pod.
No, we got our YouTube numbers are ticking up slowly.
We
but
love
surely.
an upward tick.
The video looks good.
It looks good.
Couple cute kids.
We looking fucking cool as shit. We just got a Clip City is where it's at.
There's one guy who comments on YouTube every week, and I really like it. I'm assuming it's a man. I don't know why, but
It feels like a dude.
yeah, there's a guy who comments every week and just says, "I'm waiting for somebody to give somebody a wedgie,"
Yeah, I don't know what that
or it'll
is.
be like 3, 2, 1, give each other a wedgie. I don't know if it's we can't remember. We discussed this. If it's from an old episode that we
the wedgie
talked
sode?
about
I don't
a
think
wedgie.
I
don't know if we had a wedgie.
Because I really
sode.
racked my brain for a minute.
But it seems like it's referencing something.
It really, really does.
And I don't know what it is. So if you're listening,
Maybe it's just
Wedgemaster 12.
Maybe it's just our like vibe of like we're riffing and raffing with each other.
I could see one of us giving one of us a wedgie.
I could see.
I'd get really mad.
Oh, I'd be furious. Out of nowhere, I'm just like, oh,
what the?
what?
Also, why are you behind me?
You just pull out a whipped cream pie right in my face. I'm like,
Yeah.
what is this pod
That's the
sucks
podcast
now?
now. I'm like, no, it's a rebrand. Giving you a wet willy for like way too long.
So I'm in Boston.
Oh yeah, sorry.
And I'm there. We're having fun. Thursday's show was fun. I hadn't been on stage for 2 weeks because of
because you were ill.
COVID.
God, but we talked about this. What a nice welcome back.
A nice little dip into the pool.
It could have been a devastating
Could have
bar
been
show.
Brutes McGoods.
Yeah.
So, after that, it's like, and the show was fun. I had a good time, and you got to, like, tear that Band-Aid off. And then we sit at the bar, and you go to the new club, and, they own the whole thing now. So, I'm just kind of getting plowed with booze
Yeah.
on a Thursday.
No.
And, you forget, like, it was one of those things, in the movies where they're like, I don't want to see my glass empty. When you're at, like, a nice restaurant.
Or it's in Wolf of Wall Street when McConaughey sits down and he's like, I want you to bring us 2 martinis.
Yes.
And then it's like, another one every, 20 minutes?
Yeah.
On the minute. Yeah.
And that's exactly, it was literally when it would get to, like, a fourth
until one of
left,
us throws up or falls out of our chair. What does
something.
he say? Yeah.
Until one of us passes out or whatever.
That's basically the vibes.
That was exactly what was happening. Every time I looked back, I was like, oh, my drink is full again. And so you know how that can go, Tom.
Yeah, pretty much One Direction.
One Direction. This is before they broke up, and what's his name? Liam Neeson went solo.
Yeah.
So
God, he was so good in the group, though.
Yeah. So I wake up the next day and I go to the club on Friday, and the owner of the club, he's going, so how you feeling? That's when you're like,
Oh, that sucks. Shit. God, that's a bad feeling. I'm getting anxiety right now.
because like you can feel like when I woke up, I was like, I know I didn't do anything bad,
But I have
know
no idea where I am right now.
Yeah, and I look around and I'm like, I am fully clothed.
Yeah, that's never. You were jeans sleeping?
Jeans.
Man, I want to. Can someone, if we have any any talented musicians who listen, will you put together a country tune called Jeans Sleeping?
Jeans sleeping. So
Jeans
I'm
Sleeping in Boston. Jeans Sleeping in Queens.
Oh, I really, really like
Damn.
that. That's
Anyways,
the episode name for
there we
sure.
go.
So, you're kind of like, I'm kind of tiptoeing into the club.
Yeah.
Kind of hoping nobody sees me. And there, a few people, how you doing, buddy?
Yeah.
I'm like, God damn. So, Ryan, he hits me with the how you feel. And I'm like, I'm a champ. Last night was pretty. He goes, you remember the phone call you made last night? And I was like, no.
No.
He goes, well, you called Lizzie at about 3 in the morning.
Yikes.
And I was like, okay. He goes, you want to hear about it? And I was like, no.
Oh, God.
You know, we got Touche tonight, Tom.
You got 2 shows. You can't hear about a
I
devastating
don't-
phone call you
yeah.
made to the love of your life.
I don't need to hear about my
Had
misbehavior.
you talked to Lizzie that day?
I mean, the little bit of text.
Just text, but we didn't do a full breakdown of the night.
Well, that's what also made me feel a little bit better. Is like, if it was dog shit, I would have
heard
about it.
Yeah.
So I decide, you know what? This is just information that I don't need. What Drunk Tim did has nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
That's a different guy.
We'll talk to him later.
And last night I asked Lizzie, it just popped in my head. I was like, hey, did I call you last Thursday? And she like paused the TV. She was like, yeah. I was like, oh. I was like, so what was all that about? And I'm not going to get into a lot of detail, but I called. She says, you told me you loved me.
Huge start.
And I'm like, okay.
That's a great start for the kid.
And I'm like, so anything else from here, it can't be that bad.
Yeah.
But apparently I was just telling her a lot of things that I would enjoy. I would like to sexual
excursions. You would like to partake in on her body. Nice.
Right in front of Ryan,
the owner
of the club, and apparently he jumped on the phone. He's like, hey, I just want to let you know, like, Tim's safe and everything's fine. We're back.
None of us are going to fuck Tim, by the way. He's really horny, though.
He's really horned up right now, and none of us can really explain why.
I don't know, we thought maybe the phone call would help. It didn't. He's getting hornier.
Yeah, he's doing a lot to a Papa John's pizza right now.
God, that garlic butter sauce does look thick, though.
Dude, it was such a tough look when I texted him. I was like, so Lizzie just told me about the phone call, and he was like, hey, but at least you love her.
Yeah, there we go.
That is
so
true.
That does seem to be the overall theme of the phone call.
Is that I love you.
Both of their takeaways was, you did say I love you a lot.
And you know what? You know what I was thinking about earlier is like, January's 13 years in.
I still want to do crazy things.
I'm still hammered in a different city calling you, telling you I want to smooch.
Yeah.
That's not nothing.
That is, you know what that is love.
That's love, Tom.
That's love, dude.
That is fucking not nothing.
God damn.
But I did also have like some bruises on my elbow, and apparently I wouldn't get out of the Uber because it was too cold outside.
Well, I can't blame you there.
I kept asking the Uber driver, hey, can I just stay in here? And he was like, no. And I was like, no, it's really cold out
It'll be like a buddy cop movie. Like, I'll just ride passenger, and then you can still take other rides, but I'll just
be in here kind of like hanging. You keep the heat on, we can do this all night.
I'll do crowd work on them. They'll like it.
Oh my God. So yeah, that was Thursday. And then, you still got Friday and Saturday. I got 4 shows left.
You got 80% of your shows left. You're 20% done, and you've already made a devastating phone call across state lines.
Tough look, dude. So, but then the rest of the weekend was unbelievable. What do you think about this, Tom?
I'll
Friday
tell
early show sold out. Just Murder City. It's one of those sets where you're like, literally, I cannot miss.
I'm really good at this.
I'm really good at this.
Yeah.
Everything's like all the riffs, all the stuff with the crowd. It's just everything is hitting. And you're kind of like late show. I can get a little loose.
Sure.
Have a little fun.
Might as well.
And then in walks Eugene Merman.
Huge.
And Dan Bolger.
Huge.
Dan Bolger, hilarious.
Yeah. Wait. Everyone. He's kind of not an unknown king.
But he's like a king.
Yeah. It was like he's like a comics.
Comics are
favorite
all like
comic.
Yeah, Bolger's like the goat.
Yeah.
But I mean, Eugene Merman comes cruising on in, and I'm like, oh no. You're kind of like, oh, I was planning on being a little lazy.
Well, yeah, you're kind of like, I thought I was top dog in here.
Yeah, and like I thought it was like kind of, I thought
you're
I could
in
just,
like a safe space a little bit.
Yes,
because you're like, this is my little kingdom for the night, and then in marches a
king,
an actual king.
Yeah,
and it turns out you're just kind of like a lord over a small region.
Oh no, yeah, and he's like, I could take this over anytime I want.
Yes,
and I'm being nice to you for not raping and pillaging.
Yes, just pay your little tribute.
And it was.
I'll sit in the back.
I'm like, oh. Fucking shit. So now I'm like, now I'm like back in the Notebook.
Right.
And I'm like, I gotta fucking
not writing anything, but your head is in there.
I'm looking at all the things. And I'm like, okay, I gotta be funny.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're going, I'm like, okay, how would I be funny in a way that he would like? And then you're like, no, stop. Get rid of that.
Oh, God.
Get rid of that.
That's the word. That's good for clocking it.
Yeah, I was like, well, that's insane.
Yeah.
How could I change everything about myself in
To
the next
impress this
28
guy.
minutes?
Yeah.
Like, what is that strategy?
All I need is a new hour.
Yeah. I'm like, hey, can I borrow your notebook, Eugene?
In your shirt.
Yeah. Also your career. And I'm like, all right. Let me tell you, when all the other, and the host and the, guesty and feature up there, I'm just eyeballing this guy.
Does he like them?
He's smart. He's like, he sat in the back, watched the entire show.
Very nice. And now, were guest spots thrown out?
Guesty, host, guesty, feature.
I mean, to Mr. Merman.
They were offered.
Yeah.
Offered 3 times.
Not interested.
He just, no. Bulger, same. Didn't want to do it.
Very cool that they were there, though.
Super cool.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, fuck. But then it's just that thing where you're like all nervous off stage. And then when you get on stage, you're like, yeah, I know what
This is what I'm good at.
I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, this is where I live.
And let me tell you something. My ears were peeled to the old back of the room. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Making sure.
Isn't it crazy how if you want to, you can kind of dial in on one table?
You can listen to one person if you really, really want to.
Well, because you have to do it sometimes when, or you don't have to, but it happens a lot when one table is chatty. There is a way where even if the rest of the room's laughing, you can just hear them.
Clock that one thing. It's really like a crazy thing that like human beings can do. Yeah, yeah.
I don't actually know
it's
if
like
that's
echolocation,
yeah.
something. I don't know. But I heard them both laughing throughout the set, and I was, you get that one pop from them, and you're like, oh, everything's golden now.
Merman laughed.
Merman. No.
Big pop, Merman.
So then you're like, your confidence skyrockets, and then you just have a bunch of fun, and everything was great. He was very complimentary after the set. We like hung and had a bev, and
let's go.
Just one of those cool things in comedy where you're
really
like,
cool.
I'm sitting here hanging out with Eugene Merman after he just watched me headline a show, and it was just cool.
And you don't really expect that to happen at like a brand new club.
Yeah,
and it's kind of like a comedy-owned or comedian-owned club. It's like an indie club.
Yeah.
You're like, this is where I'm allowed to be the king, and then it's cool to see
an actual
a big dog
king
in.
show up.
Yeah,
so that was just a cool
that rules.
little comedy thing.
I can't believe he didn't do a spot.
I think he was clocking it. I think he was doing a little research and development.
Is this going to be a spot where I just drop in?
Yeah, I think he was seeing like, all right, what's like the vibe here? Is
New
this
club.
like a thing that I can pop into, or is this for like 20-year-olds?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's fair.
So I think he was just kind of
especially
getting
in that
a read.
neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, and then they hung after it. We just like had a great time. It was just a cool comedy thing.
Hell yeah.
We love comedy, folks.
God, it is a good time.
Oh, how about this? This is my last little anecdote, and then we can jump into your list.
I've been loving Beantown.
Your Joe list. We after one of the shows. Look at this. Look at this fucking hole I got in my jeans, right in my dick and balls.
That's not a hole. I mean,
look at this, Tom.
It's like that is a huge rip.
Yes.
It's not like a hole.
So, dude, do you do this? I blow out the ass of my jeans like every 6 months.
Yeah, mine goes right here. Mine's a little closer to the dinky.
See, I blow the ass
I got a
out.
big old hog.
Because you're hogging around town.
Yeah, I
and
got
I'm
no
caked
ass.
up.
You're caked up. I got no ass, but huge dinkster.
I mean, it's Cake City over here, so my jeans have a 6-month shelf life.
Yeah, it sucks.
And then they just blow right out.
It sucks. I sew them when they start to rip.
Oh.
But they look really bad.
Yeah, it's tough.
I'm not like a seamstress, so.
So I get off stage, and a lady comes up to me after the show, and she comes in, like, leans in close, and she's like, "Hey," and I'm like, "Hey," and this is a show where like I took some risks on crowd work, where I took a couple of swings.
Yeah.
Some of them hit.
So were you worried that she was going to be like, "Hey,
yeah,
my son actually has Down syndrome"?
Exactly.
Or whatever?
And I was like, "Oh, here we go." And she goes, "Hey, thought you were really, really funny. Great show. You have a massive hole in your jeans." And then I had to pretend like I didn't know, and I like put mine. I was like, "Oh my god!"
I mean, Tim, that is egregious.
No, I know that, Tom. It happened 3 days ago.
But aren't you? I think we've discussed this. You just go back to the same jeans, though, right?
What do you mean?
Like you'll just buy the next same pair, right?
Well, they got delivered yesterday, but I ordered the wrong pair.
Damn it.
So they're
That
like
actually
tight.
happened to me too. Oh, it can't be tight anymore.
You know, I'm done with that. So
Yeah.
now I got to figure out how to, because I leave Friday.
You can't leave with those.
Can't leave with these. So I got a little situation
Those
on
will
my
get
hands.
pulled in TSA, I think.
Yeah, they're not going to allow me to fly with
They're
these.
gonna say, "Sir,
Then I got to fly with
you
my
planning on
undies.
doing crowd work in these?"
And those? You're going to walk on stage with those?
Uh-uh.
I don't think
Not
so,
for
dude.
an hour.
Do you imagine walking up on the Zany stage in these things?
Whoo! People, I mean, people would be looking right up your butt.
Right up my I just wouldn't wear. That'd be so funny.
Just don't wear them.
Just don't wear any undies.
If you didn't wear undies,
Draw a little smiley face on
your
one of my
nuts
cheeks.
at some point would fall through them. You'd be full like bell tower.
Everybody's your balls are shot.
They're hanging out, dude.
Wait, what is that? Ace Ventura? Your balls are shot. Bumblebee tuna. So yeah,
my
that was
God.
it was just so funny because I was really nervous about what I was gonna hear, and it was the same thing with like what Lizzie said. You told me you loved me,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh okay. She said really funny. Show was great. And I go,
Mm-hmm.
oh okay. Then what's up?
What's the problem?
You have a
huge
massive
hole in your
hole in your
jeans. It was actually really distracting.
Because I think at one point I was turning around and like leaning against the wall, asking the crowd how my butt looked in the jeans,
Incredible.
and I didn't realize that
God.
tough,
I mean, that's a big old rip.
tough. But anywho, amazing weekend. Comedy's fun. What you got, Tomas?
Goof's Comedy Club. Shout out. I'm there.
Drop the duck.
Drop
It's
the-
cleaner.
It is just called Goof's Comedy Club. Right?
Goofs. We love goofs.
Yeah. I'm there in April. Come on out.
Go on. Get your tickets, folks.
Yeah, I don't think they're on sale because I don't know how I'm getting paid for that one yet. So we'll see. I had an interesting week. I had one tough look.
Love it.
I had a night out on Saturday. Best friend Rich Park was in town, and we went to did Korean barbecue. This is so funny. So we go to Korean barbecue. Rich was like, if we're going out later, like, we might want to change after. She's like, I'll smell. Like, I don't want to smell like Korean barbecue. And I was like, you're such a loser. Like, it's fine. You're not gonna reek of Korean barbecue.
Yeah.
We're just gonna go out from there. We're not going to dinner, back to change, then going out.
Did you eat Korean barbecue?
Yeah,
No one's gonna do that.
So we go to Korean barbecue. I got to run over to Sesh Comedy Club, do a couple spots. I get to Sesh. The second I get there, I give someone a hug, and they go, God, "What is that smell?"
And you're like, shit.
And I was like, "Are you for real?" And they're like, "You just smell like oil." And I was like, "God damn it!"
Damn, I was
Korean
about
barbecue.
to say. It seems like people will be like, "Ooh, you smell like Korean barbecue."
It's just,
Or like
I think
BBQ.
it's just like oil, because like you cook it right in front of you, and they're just
Right.
throwing oil on there the whole time. It's
Right.
not really like a barbecue.
Damn,
smell.
so Rich Park had
So
this
Rich
thing
had it
clocked.
clocked. He had it dialed in. I texted him. I was like, "Yeah, you're right. Everyone says I smell like oil," and he's like, "I fucking knew it." Anyways, we go out from there. Whatever. We're trying to do. It's like a couple best friends just trying to hang for the night.
Right.
So we're not trying to have a crazy night out. There's some good college football on, so we're like, let's find a sports bar. We're like by NYU, since we go to a couple, like, I didn't know these bars are like popular. Like
NYU.
we
now,
try to
yeah.
go like to Rocco's sports bar.
That sounds like it's gonna be like.
Line around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
And also, like, we had a couple other people with us that were like, should we wait in the line? I was like, I'm kind of done waiting in lines to get into a cool bar.
Yeah.
I don't
To sit
care
and have
where
2
we
beers,
go.
yeah.
And so I'm looking up. I find this other bar. It says it has pool. I'm like, let's go there. It's a couple blocks away. We go. It's like this downstairs bar. We walk in. I'm like, oh my God, there's tables open.
Huge.
Enough people in there to not be. Enough people in there to be like, all right, this doesn't suck ass.
Right.
And 2 pool tables. So we go over there. These guys playing pool, they just seem a little broy and intense about it. But we're like, hey, how many people? List right there. Put your name on the list. So Rich is like, we're watching them for a second. They're not actually that good.
No one's that good.
So Rich is like, let's just beat them and then we get the table. And I was like, all right. So we put our name on the list. And we're watching whatever. Here's a hero move from one Rich Park.
Okay.
Saved the vibe of the night. Because these guys instantly, the game ends, he goes, who's next? It's like this kind of big, beefy dude. I'm like, we're up next. He's like, all right, new team pays. It's $1. for games. I was like, yeah, we'll
Yeah, all right, man.
I got it. And he was like, new team pays, and then if you win, you don't have to pay. I was like, yeah, all right, we're good, dude. And he was playing with his girlfriend. He subs her out for a different friend because he's like, these guys look all right.
These guys came to play, I can tell. Sorry, babe, you're
I mean,
out.
to be fair, I was unpacking my pool cue that I brought from home. So.
You're screwing your stick together.
Yeah, it's just like spitting on my hand for no reason. And then whatever, he breaks, and then he goes to shoot his first shot.
How was his break? Because usually you can clock how people are on the break.
Kind of shitty.
Okay, nice. Did it make that weird
But
clink
one of
noise?
them went in.
Oh, okay.
One went in. No, he didn't like. I know where you kind of like mostly miss.
Yeah, you kind of whiff it.
Yeah.
I love that.
No, but one went in, so he had the second shot again. Now he lines up for the next shot, and he touches the cue ball a little bit. And he goes, oh, fuck!
Man, this guy, calm.
And Rich immediately goes, dude, you're good. Do another one.
Yeah.
We're not
fine.
very serious.
Yeah.
And he goes, oh, thanks, guys. And his demeanor completely changes. And I was like, that one, because I was kind of ready to match his energy a little bit.
Right.
Because I was like, I'll be petty right back at you.
What you just can't do.
Yeah, but like, I'm like, oh, I've had a couple.
I'll talk a little
I was drinking
shit.
soju in Koreatown 2 hours ago. I'll be like, yeah, because also at this point I was like, I think we are gonna beat these guys.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Rich used to play a lot of pool. We can hang in there.
Sure,
he's pretty good, and I'm alright. So, but him just saying like, dude, just do another one.
Fine.
It changed the whole vibe. It was amazing. So now we're getting to talking a little bit, and I'm looking around. I'm going, oh fuck, everyone in here is a child.
Meaning?
I go, is this a full college bar? And he was like, yeah, dude.
Oh.
And I was like, oh. And he was like, yeah, like, I bet a ton of people in here aren't even 21. And I was like, oh, that guy didn't really check our IDs. And then I'm like, are you in college? He's community college, Staten Island.
Tough.
Which kind of explains the vibe.
Yeah, I was about to say tough.
He goes, what are you guys are NYU? And I was like, no, I got tough news. We're 30. And he didn't believe us. And I'm not saying in a way that he said he thought we looked too young. I mean, I don't think this guy thought 30-year-olds existed. I don't think he's ever met one.
I think he thought if you exist in that space, you're 21.
It shattered his brain. He was like, yeah.
Yeah,
And
wouldn't that be hilarious?
And I was like, no, I'm being serious. I'm 30. And he was like, get the fuck out of here. No, you're not. And I show him my California state ID, and he goes, this sucks. First off, why would you get a fake that says you're 30? Secondly, this is so clearly fake. I'm like, dude.
You're like, what? You're like, well, hold on. I'll be right back. I'm going to go grab my passport from home.
You know what convinced him? I have my unemployment benefits card from California. I go,
Big.
You don't get this under 25.
Hit him with the unemployed bennies.
And he was like, what the hell, man? What are you doing here?
Yeah, that's what it was.
It was so funny. And then we smoked them in pool.
Well, now he's
Dude,
like,
he
oh,
was
fuck.
so rattled. He at one point, so we smoke him. The next people on the list aren't there. Like, we ask around, and I'm like, you want to run it back? Because now we're kind of having fun with these kids.
Yeah.
Because they're like, it was the aggro side of him completely faded away.
Yeah.
Because he was like, man, I don't think I may even live to be 30. I got to talk to
He
these
thought
guys.
he was talking to college.
He
Remember
thought-
when you were in college?
He thought we were like douchey NYU kids.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he's the community college kid from Staten Island.
This is Goodwill Hunting.
Exactly it. Yes.
100%.
I thought I was better than him.
Right.
And instead I'm like, no, it's kind of pathetic that I'm here.
Yeah, it's like, no, you have no idea
We
how
didn't
sad
know
it is.
where to go out.
That's
and
true.
I live here.
That's tough.
Yeah.
You're like, well, no, I do know a place where like 17-year-olds are hanging.
Yeah, I know that spot.
And
Also-
no wonder he was being so weird about the dollar.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
20 years old at community college.
When I was his age, I had $112.
I was going to say, he's got 9.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
it. And he
Yeah.
didn't want to blow one of them.
God, it was so funny.
Did y'all beat his ass or what?
We smoked him, and then the second game, it was so funny. He went to break, and he kind of whiffed, like he did the thing, but he like fully whiffed. And he goes, dude, I can't get over the 30 thing.
I'm telling you, he was so, because now he's like, oh, I'm playing against a thing that I don't understand.
Yeah.
He thought he understood what the vibe was.
Dude, it was so funny.
That rules. That poor, somehow he thinks this is like, he's like, I was playing pool against 30-year-olds.
Well, he also then of course he's asking us what we do or whatever. Rich immediately is like, Tommy's a comedian at the Comedy Cellar.
Yeah.
And then he's like, now he's sucking up to us, and then it got a little less fun. It was more fun when we were like a mythical creature to him.
Yeah, you don't want to give details. And if anything, you guys should have lied to him.
100% I would have. Well, I would have just gone with the same, my airplane lie. I would have said, we're software sales.
Yeah, and just we're here for 2 nights.
Exactly.
We didn't know where to go.
Yes.
Because that would have led to maybe a crazy night.
Yeah, I know. Well, I didn't really want to go. I still hated his original energy enough.
What, the Staten Island Community College guy? Wasn't a fun
Subbing
vibe?
Subbing out his girlfriend for his...
Babe, take a seat.
His, smaller... the kid he subbed in was so dweeby looking.
It'd be so funny if he called in a ringer. Like, this guy just, comes and walks from out of the shadows.
Have you been standing in that supply closet?
Screwing his pool cue together.
Yeah.
It's, kind of smoky.
Yeah.
Yeah. His name's Slash. He's Slash.
Yeah.
You're in.
Slash, it's time to show these kids who's the king of Staten Island.
That's so funny. So how was it hanging out with 20-year-olds? What did you?
We got out of there pretty quick after that.
Oh man!
Because also we had some friends coming to meet us who are cool people.
Yeah, and you're like, we can't.
And I was like, hard pivot. They did meet us there, and immediately we're like, what are we doing here?
And you're like, oh, well, they had a beer special.
They were yeah. It was actually way cheaper. College bar. I'm gonna go back there.
Of course.
I forget. I'll find it again.
You know where it was at.
It was right on NYU's campus, so I should have clocked it.
Isn't NYU's campus kind of all over the city?
Yeah, I don't really know, but it's if you look at Google Maps, that's where it says
NYU. You can always tell when you're getting close to NYU because you're like, everybody feels sad here, but in an ironic way.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Everyone's kind of sad, but as if they're being filmed.
Yeah. They all think they're walking around in a new A24 sad movie, and I'm like,
Yeah.
don't you dare with this shit.
Come on.
And you're dressed all stupid.
Listen to cool music I don't know.
Yeah, tell me what you're listening to. So who is this, speaking of music I don't know anything about, who's this pop lady with blonde hair?
Sabrina Carpenter?
Yeah, what's she up to?
She's just putting out fucking bangers.
Is
dude.
it bangers?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if it was Bang City or if it was
Please is unbelievable.
or if she was just hot and whatever.
I mean, it's that too.
But it's it's heat.
She's putting out some heat.
Okay,
Yeah.
is it Chapel Roan heat or is it actual just
They're a
pure
very
pop
fun
heat?
duo to come up together because Chappell Roan's kind of like an anti-hero
Yes.
vibe, and Sabrina Carpenter's more traditional pop star created.
I got you. Okay. All right.
Yeah. But very, very fun combo of music. Honestly, going back and forth between those two, you'd be in a chipper mood.
I listened to a lot of sad music on the way here and I was like, I should probably tone that down.
Yeah.
I
I mean, there's a good place for it.
A lot of national on the way here.
Oh, yeah, very sad music.
But man, don't you love sad music?
I love National, too.
God, these guys are good.
They can really rip. I'm seeing LCD Sound System twice in the next 3 weeks.
I couldn't name one of their songs.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I haven't been trying to get a lot of people on board to go see them because I don't know that I can endorse... it's weird music.
Well, it's weird, and but the LCD Sound System guy's story is pretty interesting. How he came
he's
to
a
be.
New York guy, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And he was in the scene, but he wasn't really a musician. He was in the scene
Yes.
with
Doing
the Strokes and the Yeah
songwriting,
Yeah Yeahs and
Yeah.
all of these people when they were all kind of coming up. But he was mostly in the background, and then he just finally was well, I want to kind of do my own thing.
And then he just made really weird, kind of like pre-EDM.
A little bit, yeah. And then he
yeah.
just kind of started doing the underground shit and then
Yeah.
turned into this thing. It's kind of neat.
God, is there an older... Sorry to pivot. Is there an older sounding thing than calling EDM music techno music?
Techno. I still call it techno.
I know. I catch myself doing it once in a while, and I'm like, God, these Staten Island kids are going to think I'm so lame.
I truly don't know what the difference is.
I don't really either. I just know it's wrong to call it that.
Is it just a tomato? Is EDM technical? Is it techno? but it's called EDM now.
I don't really know if I know what techno is.
It's it's Sandstorm. Right, but I mean, isn't that EDM?
Yeah, it should be.
Electronic dance music.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's techno.
Yeah, but I guess I don't know what the difference
That's
is.
just like the old
We're
way
gonna
to
look it up
say
afterwards.
it, right?
Yeah, because we fired our producer, so he can't look it up.
Why I call it EDM, I always have.
I got one fun thing, and then I got a couple cues for your A. Anus. What's what
Yes.
I was thinking.
I was thinking asshole.
Full butthole. So last week, God, it's so humiliating. So last Wednesday, I spent the entire day dressed as a potato.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously.
Sure.
We were filming like an ad for Pluto TV.
Okay.
That's right, folks. You're looking at the new mascot for Pluto TV. So
This is a big get,
it's
folks.
kind of amazing that I'm still doing the pod.
This is huge.
It's
Pluto
kinda crazy
TV.
that
We've
I'm
all
hanging
heard
out.
of that.
Yeah. And
That's
I
where you can
certainly
catch
had
exclusives
before
like
NCIS.
NCIS,
They have
Miami.
exclusive streaming rights to NCIS and old episodes of Jersey Shore. But it was like, it was like thrown out as like an audition at some point, but it was, so I was like, yeah, I'll audition. And then they were like, they want to book you for it. And I'm like, oh, I booked a commercial.
Yeah.
This is going to be big money.
And you're like, well, who am I playing?
It wasn't. But it was enough money to be like, yeah, I'll go do it. It was we had to do man on the street dressed as a couch potato.
Okay.
And so, it was. I'm not making crazy coins these days.
At least it's
coins,
creatively
plural.
fulfilling.
Right, yeah.
You know.
I at least had ownership over it and stuff. Could really riff because it had to be clean. And we were in Times Square with absolute lunatics.
Oh,
so it was one of those things that, like, when I booked it, I was like, yeah, I booked it. Like, I'm going to get paid to do something.
Yeah.
And then day before, I was like, I think this is going to be a really bad time.
Sure.
I had to wake up at 8:30, get to Times Square by 9:30.
They had the costume for you?
Get in full potato costume.
Yeah, toss me a photo.
I didn't take enough pictures, but I have one of myself in the mirror. Wait, where is that?
Pick.
And come on. Where the fuck is this? Wait. Did I not?
Well, let's just believe that you were in a potato costume.
Yeah.
Wait, was there a couch involved?
Yeah. So there were 4. Thank God. I show up. There's 4 of us, dressed as potatoes. I don't know how this isn't showing up.
We can imagine what a potato looks like.
Anyways, thank God I wasn't by myself. I show up. There's 4 of us getting in full potato costumes. Realistic looking potatoes. Felt like a potato skin.
Okay, good.
Then we got to go out and do man on the street. There's one person sitting on the couch being the couch potato. They're playing TV. We're in the middle of Times Square. I have to go around just being like, hey, you guys, what's your favorite movie? 1, 2, 3. Hey, will you answer 3 questions for a free hat? All that shit. I'm just doing promotional work.
Yes.
And then they're filming this, and then it'll go on like TikTok and Instagram.
Good.
And there were some funny things that they will absolutely cut out. I mean, I uncovered at one point that these 2 coworkers were fucking, and it was in front of their coworkers.
Huge. Love that.
And their coworkers didn't know.
What was the prompt? How'd the potato pull this out of
I
them?
just started doing plain crowd work.
Okay.
I was like, who are you guys? What are you doing in New York? And then it's just, my hope was it's just funny that I'm dressed as a potato.
I mean, I guess the thing, if you're just doing crowd work, you hit them with the classic, you guys fucking?
How you guys meet? Yeah, you two. I'm detecting a little. And they were like, no, we're coworkers. And I'm like, but? And they were like, no. And I was like,
calm down, potato.
I was like, come on, for real though. And they were like, yeah. And I was like, oh shit, you guys are fucking. And I look at one of their coworkers, and one of them's going,
huge.
and the other ones go crazy. And then afterwards, I was like, that was good. And they were like, I know, I don't know if we can use that.
Are you fully covered in potato? Is it just your face popping out of the potato, or are you full head out of the potato?
Head is out of the potato.
Oh, I was hoping it was just face.
No, it's like head popping out of the potato, and then it's my little feeties are coming out. Anyways, this is the only reason I'm telling you this, is I've been doing this for like 2 hours. We got like 2 hours to go. And a guy runs up and he goes, wait, Tommy. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking he's part of the crew. And he's like, Tommy, right? I'm like, yeah. He's like some kid Tommy. I'm like, yeah. He's like, dude, I'm a huge fan. And I was like, no, not like this.
This is not how you need it.
I was so humiliated, dude. And he's like, let's grab a pic. He
And you're like-
takes a selfie with me in the potato costume.
Because you were like, maybe, I'm in Times Square. I probably won't see anybody that I know.
Yeah.
I could get away with this.
Right. And I kind of was like, I was thinking it would just feel more like shooting a commercial. And it felt way more like I needed $20.
Yeah, it felt way more like I'm in a potato costume in Times Square.
Yeah. I mean, because there's like Sonic the Hedgehog and Mickey Mouse next to me, too. So I just look like one of the crazy people who goes to Times Square every day. And I literally wanted to tell this guy, I'm like, hey, I'm like doing pretty good, actually.
But no, this is just a creative
thing
I was doing. I just wanted to feel creative today. I'm actually doing fine. I didn't need this.
Dude, it was so embarrassing.
In
And
the
then the
potato-
rest of the day, I was so bad at the job.
Oh, he got way
Because-
into your head.
So in my head, and I was like afraid to see. Then I'm like, what if I see someone I like actually know?
Right.
That's gonna be way worse.
It'd have been really
if you
funny.
turned the corner, I would have killed myself. If you come strolling, hey Tom,
Dressed like a
can you
look like a
imagine
potato-
if you walked through Times Square?
And for
I
some
was right
reason-
outside Raising Cane's too. That's dangerous.
Oh my God, that would have made my
Holy
dreams come true.
I would have cried. I
Hey,
would've legitimately-
Tom.
Oh my God. I just drop everything and sprint in the other direction. Quick
So-
change and then walk out the other side. Oh,
hey.
Tim, what are you doing here?
What the hell are you doing at Cane's?
I certainly wasn't dressed as a potato.
I'm like walking into Cane's because I work there now.
this is
wait,
the
why
hat
are-
situation.
Why are you dressed as a Cane's employee? I'm like, why are you dressed as a potato?
How about we just don't tell anyone
Hey,
about this?
people do things for money, Tom. Some of us serve chicken tendies. Some of us dress as a potato.
Some of us sling Pluto TV.
Oh, that's so fun. Okay, so
Yeah.
how long are you in this damn potato costume?
I was about 5 hours.
That's too long.
Yeah, it really sucked, dude. And eventually I got out of it, and I was like, maybe I told my manager. She's like, "How was the shoot?" I was like, "It wasn't a shoot. Like calling it a shoot is just so generous."
Right.
There was a guy with a camera following me around.
Yeah, it's me as a potato.
It's me humiliating myself for 8 hours.
Man, but you know what? Did the check clear?
The check has not even shown up.
Okay, then
Oh,
never
here
mind.
it is. Here's the potato.
Dude.
Here you go, YouTube.
Oh my God in heaven.
This is how I was dressed all
I
day.
would have shit my fucking pants if I would have, for some reason,
Yeah.
because when my parents come in town, guess where they want to go? Times Square. Times Square.
Times Square. It was Times Square that day.
And if I turn that corner and I go, look at this fucking psychopath,
Yeah.
and you turn around and there's Tom,
There's your podcast co-host.
big potato Tom.
Dude.
I don't. You know what? I don't know if I would have even said hello.
It's the hat.
I think I
It's
would
the
have had
hat
to
story.
turn. Yeah.
It's the same thing.
I can't do this.
Yeah.
I don't know this
You
guy.
show up to the pod later, I'm still dressed as a potato. It's
No,
actually
I'm-
my thing now.
I'm like, what'd you up to today? And you're like, nothing. Just kind of tried to get some writing done today.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, funny.
Because I popped around Times Square a little bit. I thought
Just
I
saw
saw
a
you.
guy who looked just like you.
Just
Yeah,
like
He
you.
had your body. Dude, it was, I can't believe
The
a guy
costume is
recognized.
pretty
Can you
good,
imagine
though.
a guy recognized me in that, though?
That is really, really fun.
God, it sucked.
I'm kind of blown away at how. Did you get to keep the costume?
No.
Damn.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you something funny, folks. There's nothing funnier than big food
Big food.
on a Halloween costume.
Yeah. That would have been a great Halloween costume. It was so hot. My hands were numb because it
Oh,
was
I bet
so
you were
cold. And then
fucking-
inside, because it was stuffed with pillows.
Oh,
Inside, I was just drenched.
sweating.
Mm-hmm.
All of it dripping down your. You know when it's dripping down your butt crack, and you're going, "This doesn't feel good."
Don't I, brother?
This doesn't.
Yeah.
Because then you can't even itch any of it.
No, I kept having I kept weirding people out. So my hands were coming out of the costume, but then I'd have to like readjust the pillows or itch or whatever, and then the hands coming back out, and people kept being like, what are you doing?
Please, potatoes aren't
Off-putting.
supposed to have hands.
Uh-uh.
So,
Also, just random tourists would want to just take pictures with us.
yeah, that makes sense.
Saw a potato in Times Square.
Yeah, look at this guy dressed like a potato.
I don't really get that.
We
Though.
went to New York.
Yeah.
Well, they just want. They're from Wisconsin or wherever.
Oh wait, get this. This is actually funny. This group of girls, they were like friends from Ohio, I believe, and they were visiting New York. And one of them was like so cocky. She was like, "I've been to New York. The rest of them haven't." So like, we're doing the
tourist
everything.
stuff for them.
Yeah. And she's like, "It's been so much fun. We did this, and it, like most of the stuff she's naming are all around like Midtown." And then she's like, we went on a bar crawl yesterday. I was like, nice, which neighborhood? And she goes, Manhattan. I was like, okay.
A local.
Oh, yeah. You just did a bar crawl through that little brief.
Yeah, we just kind of popped on the island.
How many bars are even in Manhattan? But then I was like, what area? And she's like, mostly like the Midtown area. And I was like around here. And she was like, is this Midtown? We're in Times Square.
Yeah.
I was like, you did a bar crawl around Midtown?
It's like, well, at least you nailed it.
How bad were these bars? What, did you go to like Chili's?
She's like, we hit Chili's.
Margaritaville.
We hit Margaritaville. We hit TGI Fridays. And then we popped into Cane's for a couple of chicken tendies.
And we spent $1,200 each.
No, but we did get a couple of I Love New York sweatshirts.
Yes.
Tough look for her. I love the
so
brag
funny.
followed
Yeah.
up by information that shows she knows nothing.
Zero. What neighborhood? Manhattan was awesome.
You're like, well,
I
that's
just laughed in her face.
as a potato.
Yeah.
Now that's when you know she's striking out.
Yeah.
When a potato's going, look at this fucking
The guy who's
idiot.
being paid to be dressed as a potato is making fun of you. Tough love.
Wait. So you're out? Where was the couch?
It was like in the. You know how there's that one part of Times Square where there's like a stretch. There's like a strip in the middle of the road that's like tables and.
Yeah, I did a show there for Caroline's.
Yes, it was right there. Actually,
It was a nightmare.
It was right by Old Caroline's.
Oof.
They had like, I guess you can like reserve that space.
Mm-hmm.
So they like blocked off that space and they had like basically like a living room set up. Because the whole theme was Couch Potato Day.
Well, no, I get that, but like, so were you? Did you have to stay in that area, or were you out and about?
We were like in that area. Because
So they all kinda-
we had like
okay,
security people. Because like there's fully insane people. I mean, I interviewed a couple people that wanted to be on TV that they were like, this is the news? And
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah, dude, it's the news.
yeah, it's the news. And then they like get on and like plug their SoundCloud.
Right.
I had a guy, I asked him to freestyle about potatoes. And he freestyled. I couldn't get the mic out of his hand for, I'm not kidding, probably 6 whole minutes.
Was it? I mean, was it Bar
Didn't mention
City?
potato once.
God damn.
He just did his own. It wasn't a freestyle. He just rapped something that he had prepared.
Was it Heat?
No.
No, damn
No.
it!
And he smelled so bad.
You want it to be Heat.
But he came up to me and asked if it was the news, and I said, yes, absolutely.
Yeah, man, that's what I'm trying to be. Walter Cronkite.
Yeah.
You know, he started out as a potato. Oh, incredible stuff,
God.
Tom. I mean, the things we do for money. People have done worse for money.
Yeah. And it just, I was like, maybe let's, not call this a commercial moving forward.
But they got to get you in there.
Yeah.
You have to realize halfway through the shoot, I'm using shoot loosely here, that you're like, oh, this is not a shoot.
No.
But
I realized it about 5 minutes into being there.
I'm already in the potato. I'm already out here.
I got to get paid at this point.
This guy's spitting
I
bars.
certainly can't bail on this now and not get paid.
Not now.
Yeah.
A potato would never.
Oh, my God.
Incredible stuff.
Yeah, I will say it didn't. We didn't take as much time as they anticipated, so they kind of tried to pay me less.
Fuck that.
And
Not
that
your fault.
Did not happen.
Wait, did you yell or did you get
I got the reps on the horn.
Oh, okay, good.
I can't deal with that. I have no idea. Not because I'm like above it. I have no idea how to do that.
You're just like, no,
Yeah, exactly.
please don't.
I don't know even if you have a legal right to do this.
I've already spent the money based on this check. I need it.
And I signed everything without reading it. So I've never once read a contract that someone told me to sign.
I would like to read the potato contract, honestly.
Yeah.
Because there's got to be something in there about, like, you have no ownership over the potato. Like,
If
we
we-
own all footage of potato.
In any form, even if one day you dress as a French fry, we own that too.
We own that, too. We own potato-based material in perpetuity.
For Tom.
For Tom. Mm-hmm. That would be fun.
And Tim.
And somehow I got roped into this thing. Yeah, can we add an amendment at the end that Tim can also not do potato-based
if Tim
material?
sees me in a potato costume, he also has to wear one.
Or we have somebody shoot him in the head immediately.
Please, can we do that? Please,
God, I
TV.
wish I'd have been in time. Actually, no, I don't want to ever be in Times Square.
No, it was
unless I'm doing
pretty-
a sick-ass pub crawl with my friends.
Manhattan.
I don't know. Ever heard of Manhattan? Idiot?
God.
That rules. Tom, where are we at?
We got 12 minutes left.
12.
I
minutes.
need listeners to call in here because I finished the marathon.
Mm-hmm.
I did that. I thought I was going to be all hyped to run. I think I hurt my knee, so I haven't been able to really run.
Sure.
And I haven't worked out in like 2 weeks now.
Well, yeah, but because you have no goal now.
I know, and I don't know how to find the desire again. I think I need like a new thing. I think I need like a whole new workout or something.
I mean, I would imagine this is a pretty natural phenomenon with like, you're not a marathon runner.
Right.
You
I
did a
did this
marathon.
very specific one thing.
Yeah, I would imagine that that's like a pretty normal sensation that you're going through. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you got to the carrot. The carrot's been in front of you for how long? 8 months?
Yeah, and
You got
truly,
it.
especially the
You
last
ate
couple months, I was just like really scared that I wasn't going to be able to finish it. So I was like,
yeah.
I need to do these runs.
So you did it. You accomplished it. It's off the list now. I think it's pretty fair, pretty normal. I would even argue.
I know, but now how do I find it again? What do I do? What
Now,
other workouts
You need to
are there?
you need to enlist. I don't know if it's enlist, but like enroll. You need to do a bodybuilding competition,
Okay,
and you need to put on like 30 to 40 pounds of mass.
yeah. Well, I
And-
did that, but that was just when I was wearing a potato suit.
Let's fucking go. And
Come
you
on.
need to tan yourself up really, really dark brown,
And then learn how to pose.
and then learn how to pose. And then that's your new thing. God, that would be so funny.
Dude. Yeah, I mean,
You're just jacked as shit.
but like it's that weird jacked where you can't actually tell when you have clothes on.
Yeah, it's a very unnatural look.
And then it's like you take it off and you're like, oh, you're like dying of starvation and ripped.
And you're like, that 2% body fat sounds good in theory. It looks gross in person.
Yeah, maybe. And then maybe I'll just like get on some steroids.
Get on HGH.
Get like a big I could get like a huge jaw.
Did I tell you the guy that was
nice.
cutting my hair for a little while? Great guy. He moved to Atlanta. Shout out.
Is this one of the ones you cheated on?
Well, no, I haven't been. It's not cheating. I
It's
broke
cheating,
up.
dude.
It's not cheating if you break. Well, I mean, I guess I never told
You
him.
broke up and then started fucking his roommate.
Yeah, well, so
God, my eye is twitching so much. Actually,
but anyway, speaking of steroid, the guy's like absolutely jacked, and
Your hairdresser?
yeah, barber. And I was like, yeah, it somehow came up that I was like, oh, you're jacked, and he was like, oh yeah, just get on steroids. You'll be jacked in 6 months. Steroids are awesome. He's like, just do a couple of rounds of it. You'll be absolutely yoked.
He's working out too.
Well, yeah.
I don't think you can.
No, you can't just hit it and you'll get joked.
That would be so
He's
sick.
like, yeah, but I mean, he's like, you don't have to like work out like fucking crazy. He's like, just do steroids and go work out. You'll get huge.
You're going to die in 4 years.
And I was like, I don't wanna.
No,
I don't want to
think we-
look like that.
That would be, God, let's get really jacked. That's the rebrand.
2 jack guys.
2 jacked guys and a mic.
2 jack guys. We need to just go through weird body transformations. And then we become right after that.
Two
Right
fat
after
guys.
we get huge, we get fat.
Yeah.
And then we turn into ultra marathon runners.
Okay.
And then couch potatoes.
We can get, I bet Pluto TV will let us borrow the potato.
Look,
costume.
I have a couple of buddies who are some really stone cold attorneys. I bet they can go through that contract and we could somehow get our mitts on those potato costumes.
We don't want any financial compensation. We just want
Just
potato
give us the
costumes.
costumes.
And the pillows, because they were kind of nice.
You know, some of these pods where people are just like dressed up like a lizard.
Oh, yeah. No, the goblin.
I've seen, and then they're just kind of talking about normal stuff.
The goblin one is pretty funny.
But I'm going, what are we doing?
Yeah, I don't know.
What the hell are we doing?
I'll tell you
out
what,
here?
they're looking for clips. They're looking for Clit City.
It's Clit City. They're
Yeah.
rubbing the clit for sure because I think they're
Absolutely.
doing some numbies.
They are.
Well, you got a fucking eyelash going
Maybe,
on there, Tom?
yes, dude. Something got in my eye in the middle of that couch potato story, and I'm crying.
Yeah, I know. I can see it.
I know. It's like,
Eyes
and now
all
it's like
red.
twitching.
Yeah, not good.
Well, we'll figure that out afterwards.
By the way, how you doing, Tom? You look tired.
Yeah, well, I slept.
Well, it's still morning. Still morning.
And I'm like a little sick, I think.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Don't get
like
me sick again, dude.
You got me sick.
No, I didn't get you sick.
The only times you left your house in the last 2 weeks was come to do the pod.
Yeah, but that's not a big deal because I had COVID.
Uh-oh. No, I can't. I can't have COVID right now. No. I
You
have
gotta-
to go to Dania Beach this weekend.
Dania Beach? Where's that?
Dude.
It's Florida?
Yeah, it's one of the worst places on earth. If
Let's
I'm being
fucking
honest.
go.
It's the only place I've gotten like truly booed. Like booed.
booed. Why are you going back?
Gotta
redeem yourself?
I'm hitting the feech button.
Let's go. Wait, you got booed on a feech?
I said, yeah, full boo.
Damn.
I said I voted
Fuck.
for Joe Biden, and they booed in a way that was like not fun.
Yeah, it was hateful booing.
I was like, oh, this sucks. You guys stink. I think I talked about it on the pod. I was like a real pill the rest of the show.
Love that.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it. Boy, I bet they're pumped you're coming back.
Yeah, they can't wait. God damn it.
Dania Beach,
no, they're probably gonna
everybody.
be so cunty
Go
now that
out.
they won.
Hey, if you're a roommate listener, I mean, we gotta get some allies on Tom's side over here.
In Florida.
Can't be all Trump.
I actually
supporters
really
out
hope
there.
we don't have any listeners in the Fort Lauderdale, Miami, Dania Beach area, but if we do, come on out.
No, if we do, that's us doing good.
Yeah, it's transforming the area
Slowly but
behind
surely.
enemy lines.
Damn,
And
that's gonna
send
be
me
tough.
workout ideas. I need new things. I don't want to get. The only reason I want a gym membership is I really want a steam room, but then all the gyms with steam rooms are like 400
Yeah,
$400
you're gonna have
a
to
month.
hit the Equinox button.
If I just cut out cold brew every day, I could probably hit the Knox button.
What? You think you're doing 400 a month in brew?
No,
Okay,
but maybe half of it.
probably not though.
I'm probably spending. I bet I buy a cold brew 5 times a week.
You gotta cut that out.
I know,
You gotta
it's
get an
really bad.
espresso.
I have all sorts of coffee makers. I just really like the
There
walk
is
with the cold brew.
something nice about hey at your little thing.
Mhm.
Then you start
It's
doing
the
the math
routine.
on that thing, and then I get a little lemon square. Ooh,
Oh wow, yeah, those
love
can
those.
really hit.
God, with the frosting on top. Get
I'm
the
a
fuck out of here.
cinnamon roll slut.
Big.
I like doing on the road. I like finding a bakery, and then it's like I justify it by being like, no, I'm just trying like cinnamon rolls in different cities.
Oh yeah, great justification.
You know, it's like to myself, like it's like a fun. It gets me out of the hotel. You know, gets my fat
just
ass.
being a fat ass in different
Gets
cities.
my fat ass walking like 12 minutes.
Dude, Lizzie and I had such an old people moment the other night.
Oh no.
So Lizzie orders these drinks. You know how like Gen Z is like not. They're drinking way less booze than any other generation.
For sure.
Which kind of rules. It's like weird because like they're gonna be looking at us how we look at people that smoke cigarettes,
Uh-huh.
and they're gonna be like, "What? You're fucking drinking alcohol?
Yeah.
Weird."
Weird as hell.
So Lizzie ordered these drinks where it's like they're like THC
Yeah.
drinks. She got 12 of them. There was $100. Does that seem insane?
100 divided by 12.
It's like $8 per.
And this is, you bought it at home.
Well, it was that was shipping.
Right,
was
but like,
included.
yeah, this isn't like at a bar. Yeah, like, it does seem very,
Doesn't that seem crazy?
seems high.
I thought when it came in, she was gonna be like, "Oh, these are like $40." 100 clams seem nanners.
How much THC are in these?
Well, so we're like, we look at the thing, and we each drink one, thinking we're gonna get all fat and giggly.
Yeah.
Dude, we both woke up at like 8:12 p.m. on the couch, and we were like,
Oh, they just knocked you out.
oh, we got to go to bed,
Oh, shit.
fully
Yeah.
cooked.
How many milligrams?
I don't even know,
You got to check that.
but we were like, so we look at the thing, and it was like, so we have to drink 3 of them to get fat and giggly.
Oh.
But now I'm drinking $30 worth of drink to giggle.
But then but just drinking one just made you
Like,
tired?
it just knocks me out, I guess.
Yeah, it seems like,
I'm going, nah, I'm gonna just eat edibles then.
yeah. I mean, this seems like a miss. I don't know.
There's no way this company makes it anywhere.
Well, because I had a couple of those. One time, me and my little sister went camping, and neither of us were drinking at the time. So we grabbed a couple of these bevs
Right.
from a dispensary, and I had one that was like 10 milligrams, and I drank it over like an hour and a half as we're like setting up camp and stuff.
Sure.
And then she had one too. And I think by the time like campfire was going, we were both kind of fat and giggly. So it was like the
But
right
you did
amount.
get fat and giggly.
Yeah, because 10 milligrams is like what is a normal edible.
Yeah,
would
like that'll
be.
do it.
So it was like the right amount, but you drank it over because the drinks used to be insane. I remember the first THC drink I ever had. Someone gave it to me in Chicago, and it was 100 milligrams in one bottle.
No.
And so me and same guy, Rich Park, we each took like a slug of it.
That's nanners.
And we were both ripped, and we had most of it left still.
Absolutely not.
So-
yeah, we
so
gotta
they haven't
figure this
figured
thing
it
out.
out.
And so, are you buying them like? Is it indica sativa or is it just?
Yeah, they
THC?
do have that.
So maybe she hit the indica button.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Because I mean, dude, we were fucking cooked
just tired, not high.
Immediately sound asleep.
Yeah. That's so
Immediately.
Yeah.
We were like cheersing, like, here we go.
Oh my God.
Just done. We both
and then
just
that
like,
8p wake up, we were like, all right, let's just both meander. Do we brush our teeth?
No, we didn't even look at our toothbrush. Went right to the bathroom and woke up at 10 p.m. the next morning.
The bedroom.
What did I say?
Bathroom.
Okay, so we did brush our teeth.
Damn, that was a rough night.
Like, oh man, we were fucked up.
Went to the bathroom, woke up on the floor.
I'm like, we didn't even get fucked up.
Yeah.
These things are no good.
We slept in 6 different spots in our apartment.
But that was just like
I can't figure those out. It's just,
I'd rather just nom nom on a little gummy.
That seems like the move.
And then
just have a seltzer.
And then just and just get fat and giggly that way.
Yeah.
$100 to fall asleep.
That's insane.
It's crazy.
$100 to fall asleep.
To fall asleep.
That's
Well,
tough.
I mean, I guess that is a good deal. I have a lot of issues falling asleep. My sleep schedule is so fucked.
It's absolutely fucked. All right, let's
Tom,
wrap this thing. Where are you going to be?
I'm going to be in Chicago. Ooh, Chicago. Well, right outside of Chicago. If I remember the name of this city, you know it
Park.
better. Oak Park.
At the Comedy Plex.
Folks.
Never been.
Never
also
been.
a new club.
So come on out. Touche. Friday and Saturday, and then I'll be doing some fun. I think I'm going to be at the Laugh Factory on Sunday.
Nice.
Also the Kibby's Nest, doing some fun little, indie shows, things like that.
Yes.
And then flying to freaking New Orleans, Louisiana, folks.
Woo!
Couple of shows with Mark Normand the day before Thanksgiving at Sports
Damn,
Drink.
that rips.
It's going to be fun.
Norman's doing Sports Drink?
Yeah?
God, that rules.
Touche.
God, that rips.
Isn't that great?
Oh, have a blast.
Why not?
I am I'm bopping around New York. I'm in Dania Beach this weekend, and then Austin and San Antonio with Kelsey Cook in December, and then kicking off a new tour in the new year. I'll be in Bismarck, North Dakota.
Busy.
And Cincinnati and Aspen and Boston and all these spots. But mainly New Year's Eve, Minneapolis. We got a bunch of listeners in the Twin Cities area. New Year's Eve, we're doing Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, me and Jeffrey Asmus.
Secret show.
Kind of not really a secret show.
Secret lineup.
Maybe secret lineup. We are going to have some drop-ins, maybe Eugene Merman. We'll see. But those tickets are on sale now, and they will sell out. Last year, it was an absolute blast. We do New Year's resolutions. It was so much fun. I can't wait.
New Year's resolutions.
We love you guys. Tell a friend. Send us a note. Tune in weekly. And
Hey, should we
hug your
should we
mother.
even rebrand, or should we just put clips out?
That's a tale as old as time. A age-old question.
Let us know and send a letter.
If you have like a
to
great
LSU to
rebrand
fire,
idea.
Brian Kelly.
Oh, yes. That too. Okay, bye.
Bye.
He married my sister, now we're living together.